Hey guys, it has been a long time since I've released any content on this channel. It's been years, literally years since I've released anything here. And there are probably a bunch of you who subscribed to this channel years ago and have since forgotten about it, and I don't blame you. And the reason I quit posting content here was kind of twofold. One, I was trying to distance myself from my disease, from my condition, from all of the different aspects of it. And I did a pretty good job of that for a while. And then also, there were some unintended side effects or consequences of some of the videos that I was releasing. And I had several people, and I think I've mentioned this in previous videos on this channel, maybe even made a dedicated video to it, but a lot of people were taking my story and trying to make it their own, in the sense that, they had friends or family or whatever that were going through what they saw as a similar situation, comas, brain injuries, that sort of thing. And they were like, well, if this guy made it, then my person will make it too. And I had a lot of people reaching out to me like, hey, my so-and-so is doing this. What do I do? And I'm not a doctor. And my situation is going to be unique from everybody else's situation, just like their situation is going to be unique to mine and everyone else's situation. And it became a lot to try to process, people reaching out to me and trying to have me explain what was going on. It was just too much. And again, I was trying to kind of distance myself. I was trying to separate. Basically, I was trying not to think about the disease constantly all of the time, and all of the little things that go along with it. And I focused, and for the past few years anyway, I've been focusing very, very intently on my DB Tech channel, where I talk about computers and self-hosting and servers and all that kind of stuff. And it's been a very good, it's been a great experience. There are a lot of people who have subscribed to that channel, and some of them over the last couple of weeks have subscribed to this channel. And thank you guys for being interested in what's going on with me on the personal side of things. I do appreciate that. So I think that kind of covers the intro here. And on my DB Tech channel, I had mentioned that I've got doctor's appointments coming up, and I hadn't posted in weeks, and then I posted this video of here's what I'm going through, and then kind of a follow-up to that of, hey, thanks for your interest, your support, that kind of stuff. I genuinely do appreciate the support that I've received, on the more recent medical side of things, but as well as the YouTube, the fun, the tech, the stuff that people subscribe for. The support I've received over the past few years has been immense, and I really do appreciate all of that. But as I mentioned in one of those previous videos, I had a doctor's appointment yesterday where I talked to my rheumatologist to try to get some answers as far as what was going on, or what is currently going on with me, with my condition, with some of the things that I've been facing. And that's kind of what I want to talk about in this video, is what happened in that meeting yesterday. So basically, to bring us up to speed as far as what led to that, my quality of life has just gone way downhill over the past month to month and a half. My joints, my bones, my body just hurts all of the time, and over the course of the last couple of years, all of my doctors have been like, well, if you'd lose some weight, your pain would stop. And I just immediately called bullshit on that yesterday when I walked into the appointment. I was like, this is the same pain that I've had when I was 200 pounds. This is the same pain I had at 170 pounds. Yes, the pain that the weight that I'm currently at may be exacerbating that, but the pain was always there. So to try to use my weight against me, I called bullshit on that. So I'm on a few different meds, and all of them have a side effect listed, or a possible side effect listed of pain. And I called attention to that. And some of my meds have a side effect of weight gain, and some of them have a side effect of like increased appetite. So when you get this concoction of meds of the basically all guarantee that you're going to want to eat more and you're going to gain weight even if you don't eat more, I felt like I was fighting an uphill battle. And I tried to explain that to my rheumatologist in the best way I possibly could. Explained that that I understood that the meds may not be the root cause, but after looking through the side effects of all of those different meds, everything seemed to kind of line up. Even though I know correlation and causation are different things, everything that had been listed as possible side effects were things that I was experiencing. So we chatted about that for a while, and she's made some suggestions with regards to finding a new primary care physician. I had a kind of a big blow up with my current, hopefully soon to be former primary care physician, who's managing most of the meds who are causing the issues that I've been having. I think, again, I don't know that the meds are the root cause, but when my PCP, my primary care physician, was presented with, hey, the meds you've got this guy on, and this was presented by somebody else, another medical professional, when she was told, hey, the meds you've got David on, they may be the cause of this. She's like, oh, well, we're not going to change anything right now. I want you to make more of an effort before we consider changing anything. And it's like, well, I have been making an effort consistently, regularly. I have gone to a mostly vegetarian diet, not 100%, but 85% of my diet is vegetarian. My activity levels have increased on a regular basis, and I'm still not having any form of success as far as weight loss. And she's like, well, I'm just not going to change anything, and that's just how it is. So my rheumatologist suggested getting a new primary care physician, or a PCP. So my wife is helping me with that right now. She's got years in the medical field. She was an EMT. She was also a medical assistant, and she's also a CNA. So she's got some letters behind her name that are hugely helpful to me in this particular instance, and honestly have been for the last 7 years. So she's helping me get into a different primary care physician, somebody who will hopefully take my situation more seriously than it has been up to this point. So we'll see what happens there. The problem with that is that you can't just swap all the meds at once. And because it may work, right? It may remedy the situation, but we'll never know which one was causing the issues. So the plan of attack, once we get the new PCP, will be to go through each of the different meds and see which ones we can change that will have fewer side effects. And I know there are going to be several of you in the keyboard or in the comments on your keyboards like, well, meds are the devil and meds are the issue. I hear you. I do. However, I've got super high blood pressure that I need help with as a result of the granulomatosis with polyangiitis. It affects me. It affects people differently, but the way it affects me is by constricting my blood vessels to cut blood and oxygen to my organs. That's how mine has decided to run its course, is by actively trying to shut off my organs by constricting the blood vessels to reduce blood flow. And that's why I'm on the blood pressure meds, is because of that. So I'm actually on 2 different blood pressure meds. Again, each of them have a long list of side effects that are causing issues, or I should rephrase that. They could be causing issues. I'm also on a cholesterol med. I'm not sure if I need to be on that anymore, just because my diet has changed dramatically. It has stayed pretty consistent for almost a year now. So we'll have to get some blood work done to see what the status there is. I'm on some antidepressants that also cause weight gain and hunger and all kinds of things. So the next step is to go get a new primary care physician who can help me better manage the meds. And I guess I should have started with this, and I apologize. We were able to quickly rule out the granulomatosis with polyangiitis as being the cause of most of my pain. Here a month ago, or maybe a little bit over a month ago, I had an infusion of something called Rituxan or rituximab that is used for a wide range of different things. But for me, it's used to basically shut off my immune system. It basically kills off the B cells, if I'm remembering this correctly, that are kind of the memory of your immune system. And my B cells are jacked and they continually attack my body. So we use the rituximab to kill them off, to keep them from killing me, basically. And when I get that rituximab injection or that infusion, they also give me a steroid to go with that to help with inflammation and things like that. And because I got that series of injections and infusions and whatnot, we were able to figure out that the issue that I'm experiencing with the pain and whatnot is probably not related directly to the granulomatosis, the polyangiitis, because the steroid would have at least given me some temporary relief, and because it didn't, the doctor, the rheumatologist is pretty sure that what I'm experiencing with the pain and whatnot has very little or nothing to do with the underlying granulomatosis with polyangiitis. So that's kind of where we are right now, and I'm torn because obviously I'm glad that I'm not having a flare up of my primary condition. That could be detrimental to everything, and we don't think that that's what's going on because all of my other blood work looked fine. The problem now is first finding a new primary care physician, having them get caught up to speed as far as what's going on with me, and then picking a med and changing it and waiting 90 days or 180 days and seeing if that makes it better. And if that doesn't make it better, then we move on to the next med and we try switching that for 90 days or 180 days or whatever and see if that helps. And we'll have to go through all of those meds to figure out which one is causing me the most issue and hopefully be able to get rid of that particular med and go to something different. And like I said, I'm on 4 or 5 different meds that could be causing all of these different symptoms that I'm having. And so we could be looking at a year of testing and trying and doing all these different things to see what's going on. If that doesn't work, then I may have to go to a neurologist where they think where it could be that I'm actually having a pain receptor issue. So it could be meds, or it could be my brain, or it could be any number of things. And there's going to be a lot of trying things out just to see what it could be. And this is going to be kind of this could take a year or more to get to the bottom of. It could take 3 months and it could be done, or it could take a year before we get to the bottom of it. And that sucks, right? Like I've been dealing with this for the last 7 years, and now I'm finding out, well, it could be another year or more. So it's kind of a hit to the emotions to know that I could be dealing with this condition for quite a while longer than I already have, and that sucks. But I've got a great support team. My wife is amazing. We've got amazing friends who are around us all of the time, who are supportive and willing to help us out when things are going on. I've got a lot of people around me who are very supportive. And the first video that I released on DB Tech explaining why I had been absent, 10,000 views or something, hundreds of comments, hundreds of likes. The follow-up video that I did, also, thousands of views, tons of comments. So I know I've got a great support system. I have lots of people rooting for me online as well, and I appreciate all of you. It really does mean a lot to know that there are people out there who care. You guys only really know me through this camera that I'm recording on and through whichever screen you're recording on. And it's a very cool feeling to know that there are people out there that I've never met who are rooting for me. So thank you. That really does mean a lot. So that's kind of where things are right now with regards to my current overall medical condition stuff going on. Tomorrow I'm going in for oral surgery. to get my wisdom teeth removed at like 40, almost 42 years old. So that's going to be putting me out for a few days, but I wanted to talk to you guys, let you know what was going on, because I know that there are some people out there who are interested. So right now it's going to be a game of trial and error, see what works, see what doesn't, and just keep plugging along until we find what the root cause of everything is. So yeah, those of you who have been subscribed for years at this point and forgot, hi, I'm back. To those of you who have subscribed recently and are curious about what's going on with me, I've made a bunch of videos on this channel. If you're curious about what it's like to be in a coma, I've made a couple of videos about that. If you want to go back to the very first video I released on this channel, you'll notice how my voice is completely different than it used to be. And there are some videos on this channel that explain that as well. But thank you to anybody who's watching this for your support. If you want to continue to support me, you can subscribe if you haven't already, like, comment. I don't know that there's any need to share this unless you really want to. If you want to do monetary donations, I'm sure there'll be links in the thing down below, but please don't put yourself out. Make sure you're taken care of first. That's the most important thing. And the reality is we're doing fine. But yeah, any support you guys want to offer, comments, questions, like, subscribe, whatever, that would be amazing. I'm going to try to make some more videos on this channel to kind of talk about what I'm going through and that sort of thing. I think maybe that'll be good for my mental health as well. Yeah, I think that's where I'm going to leave this for right now. So thank you guys for a few minutes of your time today, and hopefully I'll get to talk to you in the next video.